everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to Finance Current Affairs session. In today's session, we are going to discuss a very important news article of finance that is regarding Utkarsh 2.0. So RBI's Governor Shaktikanta Das has launched the Utkarsh 2.0. Now, if you want to get into RBI as an officer, you must know about Utkarsh because this is the development strategy. This is the medium-term strategy framework for the Reserve Bank of India for the growth of RBI. Okay, so you must know about Utkarsh 2.0 and today we will have the detailed analysis of this Utkarsh 2.0. So the RBI has released a 12-page document for this Utkarsh 2.0. So today we will understand about the background, about what is this Utkarsh 2.0, why the RBI released it, what is the background of this Utkarsh 2.0, what is in the document, what is the vision, core purpose, the mission of RBI. So everything we are going to discuss in today's session, and this is very important for you all to understand because direct questions can come from Utkarsh 2.0. Okay. So before starting with this very important session, there is a big announcement from EduTap also that we have brought for you the comprehensive guide for RBI, NABARD and SEBI. So through a single guidebook, you can get all the answers of your common queries. If you want to know about the examination, that what is the syllabus for the exam, what are the previous year cutoff for the exam, what is the pattern for the exam, all these common queries can be answered through a single guidebook. You do not have to visit different links. You do not have to visit different websites. Through a single guidebook, you can even know about the preparation, that what should be the strategy for the preparation, what should be the sources for the preparation. Okay, and this is going to save a lot of your time and a lot of your efforts, and this is made absolutely free of cost for you to save your time and efforts. Okay, so this is absolutely free of cost that provides you all the information regarding the examination, preparation, about the organization, and you can easily download this ebook. The link is provided in the description box below. So do download this ebooks. This is going to enhance the level of your understanding for the examination. So now starting with Utkarsh 2.0. So a document has been released by the Reserve Bank of India for Utkarsh 2.0, and this is the medium-term strategy framework of the RBI. Okay, so the Utkarsh, the Reserve Bank of India's medium-term strategy framework for the period of 2023 to 2025. Now the new year has started. The 2023 has started. So now the strategy framework has been provided by the RBI, that how RBI will be moving forward. Okay, what will be the strategy for the RBI, and this is a medium term framework. Okay, for the year, for the period of 2023 to 25. So first of all, what you have to remember that Utkarsh 2.0 is a medium term framework for the Reserve Bank of India for the period of 2023 to 2025. Okay, and the name is Utkarsh 2.0. Now this is the second version of Utkarsh. That means a version has been released before also, that we will also understand. Was launched by Shri Shaktikanta Das, Governor of the Reserve Bank of India. Now, what is this Utkarsh 2.0 as a document? So, this is a living document that sets out the course, the path for the Reserve Bank of India that the Reserve Bank of India adopt to deliver excellence in its work. So, it is a strategy, it is a path for the Reserve Bank of India, that how Reserve Bank of India should move forward. So Utkarsh became a medium-term strategy document that guides the Reserve Bank of India. Whenever we say bank here, so that is Reserve Bank of India. So this Utkarsh guide the progress of the Reserve Bank of India towards realization of the identified milestones. So there are some milestones that the Reserve Bank of India has to achieve, and for that this strategy document is there. Okay, that provides the path to the Reserve Bank of India to achieve what it want to achieve. Okay, whenever we hear about an organization, they all have a strategy plan. Okay, similarly the RBI is also an organization that should have a strategy plan to progress. Okay, on some things it will progress now. It should have some vision, it should have some mission, the core purpose should be there for the organization on which path it will move forward. So that path is provided by the Utkarsh. Okay, so let's understand a little about the background before moving forward to the vision, mission and everything. So see, Utkarsh 2.0 is the second version of the Utkarsh. So what is the first version? So Utkarsh, first of all, Utkarsh means progress. Progress for Reserve Bank of India. Okay. So Utkarsh 2022, this was the first medium-term strategy framework that was launched by the Reserve Bank of India in July 2019. Okay, and it was for the period of 2019 to 2022. So the first Utkarsh that was launched, the name for that Utkarsh was Utkarsh 2022. That was for a period of 2019 to 2022. So remember the period, and Utkarsh 2.0 is for the period of 2023 to 2025. Okay. Now strategy plays a crucial role. It is very important for any organization, for the progress and for the path of any organization. Okay. So central banks around the world have formulated their medium-term strategy framework, and similarly the Reserve Bank of India also came up with the medium-term strategy frameworks. So before 2019, what was RBI doing? Does RBI had no plan to move forward? So in the past, the Reserve Bank of India had annual action plans. Okay, that is yearly action plans the RBI was following, which the work to be taken up during the year. So it was annual action plan, that what the RBI will do in a year. This was laid out and monitored for progress and completion, that the progress will happen, this milestone we have to achieve in the year. But this annual plan was perceived as too short a period for pursuing strategic objectives. Now the Reserve Bank of India, this is the monetary authority of the country. This is at the apex of the monetary system of our country, okay, financial system of our country. Now the RBI has to be visionary. The RBI has to think about a long term, a medium term at least. And so for that, the annual plan was too short a period to have the strategic objectives. It is very hard to achieve anything in 1 year, okay. So accordingly, it was decided to formulate a longer term dynamic strategy. Now the RBI cannot move forward in 10 years. Okay, it is not like that. Okay, in 10 years we want to achieve that, and in 1 year also it cannot achieve much. Okay, so that's why the medium term strategy came forward, that we have to have a medium term strategy so that in 3 years period, in 2 years period, we can achieve this much. Okay. So framework that could capture and respond to the rapidly emerging features of the economic, social and technological ecosystem. So as you can see, the India is going towards the digital ecosystem. It is moving so fast, and that is why it is happening, because of the government, because of the Reserve Bank of India. The government had a vision, and the Reserve Bank of India is realizing that vision. Okay, so for the technological ecosystem to have the financial inclusion, for the society to have the financial literacy, for the economic growth also, the RBI is the one that take step, that has the monetary vision, that has the monetary system going on. Utkarsh 2022, the medium-term strategy framework of the bank was approved by the Central Board of Directors and launched in July 2019. So here a direct question can come, that when was Utkarsh launched? So Utkarsh 2022 was launched in July 2019. It was approved by the Central Board of Directors. The implementation, how the implementation happens of Utkarsh 2022, this was steered by a high-level strategy subcommittee of the bank's Central Board of Directors. So the Reserve Bank of India's Central Board of Directors, they had a subcommittee that was a high-level strategy subcommittee, okay, that implemented the Utkarsh 2022, and that will implement the new one also. So now we know that the Utkarsh 2.0 has been launched for the period of 2023 to 25. Now this diagram is from the Utkarsh 2022. Okay, this is the diagram that has been taken from the previous Utkarsh. So see, the Utkarsh 2022, it said that the core purpose of the Reserve Bank of India, the mission of the Reserve Bank of India, and the values that the Reserve Bank of India works on, these all form the vision statement. Okay, the mission, the core purpose and the values of the RBI form the vision for the RBI, that how it should move forward, on what grounds it should move forward. So these three come together and form the vision for the Reserve Bank of India. Now this is what the Utkarsh 2022 has said, and now the Utkarsh 2.0 said that there are the strengths of the Utkarsh 2022. And the Utkarsh 2.0 has taken the learnings and the strength from the Utkarsh 2022, and so the Utkarsh 2.0 will have the strengths of Utkarsh 2022 by retaining the 6 visions. So there were 6 visions in the Utkarsh 2022, that will be retained, as well as the core purpose, the values, the mission statement, this will be retained in the Utkarsh 2.0. Collectively, they create a strategic guiding path. So you will say everything is same. What is different? So this is different. The revised structure has been provided that will consist of 3 layers. So let's see. This is the revised structure that has been shown in Utkarsh 2.0. So here this is the structure of 2022 and this is the structure of Utkarsh 2.0. So what is the difference here? Here you can see that the core purpose, mission and values, they are forming the vision statement. They are forming the vision statement. Now for completing this vision statement, there should be some strategies that the RBI should follow. And when these strategies they are followed, what will be achieved? The milestones will be achieved. So that's why the revised structure, the strategic goal that is being achieved, the strategic guiding path that is being achieved, that is of 3 layers. First, vision that is formed from these 3 things. Then we are achieving the strategies. We are going forward with the strategies to achieve the milestone. So the vision is there, that will be achieved through the strategies for which the strategies are being formed, and then we will achieve the milestones. The RBI will achieve the milestones. So you have to remember, a direct question can come because this is the difference between the Utkarsh 2022 and the Utkarsh 2.0. That in the Utkarsh 2.0 there is a revised structure that consists of 3 layers. Okay. Now, against the backdrop of a challenging global and domestic environment, now the Utkarsh 2.0 is starting when there is the Russia-Ukraine war that is going on, when the COVID-19 just surpassed and it just went by, the turmoil is there, the world economy is moving a lot, there is much turmoil, up and down volatility that is going on in the financial markets. So in such challenging global and domestic environment, the inflation was such high. Utkarsh 2.0 has commenced from 2023 when India has taken the G20 presidency. So here we have the opportunity to show the world, to show the G20 countries, to show the guest countries also that how much we have achieved in the digital forum. All the countries, they are applauding us for our UPI. They are applauding us for the INR settlement system that we have started, that the trade will be settled in the INR. So we have this opportunity as having the G20 presidency, that through the Utkarsh 2.0, here the RBI can have the vision to go global in its progress, to go global in its, like it can show the countries that how much it has achieved in the digital forum. Okay. So this G20 presidency will also be a great effect as we have the presidency, so we can show the countries that how much we have grown. So now I have shown you that the core purpose, the mission and the values, they form the vision statement. So let's start with the core purpose. So the core purpose of the Reserve Bank of India is to foster, to have the monetary and financial stability, because the Reserve Bank of India is at the apex of the monetary system, financial system. So it has to have the monetary, it has to boost the monetary and financial stability conducive to sustainable economic growth, so that the stability is there. When the stability is there, the economy can move forward smoothly. Okay. And to ensure the development of an efficient and inclusive financial system. Now when we are talking about the financial stability, that also means that we want all the people of the country to have the financial inclusion, and for that we need efficient and inclusive financial system. Okay, and for that the Reserve Bank of India is continuously doing a lot of efforts. Now the core purpose reflects the Reserve Bank of India's commitment to the nation. Okay, so these are the 5 core purposes that will help to achieve the main core purpose. So what are these 5? You can read it, that we want to make the rupee, the confidence in the rupee should increase in the internal markets and in the external markets also, because we want the settlement of trade to happen through the INR. So for that the external confidence and the internal confidence should be good in rupee. Okay, to contribute in the macroeconomic stability, to regulate the markets and institutions under its ambit. So the Reserve Bank of India, it is at the apex of the financial and the monetary system, and it regulates the banks, it regulates the NBFCs, it regulates the CICs, the MFIs, the 5 all India financial institutions are under the regulation of Reserve Bank of India. So to regulate markets and institutions under its ambit, to ensure the financial system stability and consumer protection. So this is also a core purpose, to promote the integrity, efficiency, inclusiveness and competitiveness of the payment system of the financial system. You can see that for the payments there is a lot that has been done by the Reserve Bank of India. The UPI was launched, the e-rupee has been launched. So that is showing that for the payment system, for maintaining the efficiency, inclusiveness, there is much the RBI is doing. To ensure efficient management of currency as well as banking services to the government and banks. So you can see that the RBI is the one that manages and that issues the currency. Okay, so it has to have good management to support balanced, equitable and sustainable economic development of the country. So this is one of the core purpose. So these are the 5 core purposes that reflect the Reserve Bank of India's commitment to the nation. So this is the purpose of the Reserve Bank of India that the RBI has set. Now coming to the mission. What is the mission of RBI? To promote the economic and financial well-being of the people. It is working for who? It is not working for a particular government. It is not working for a particular industry. It is working for the people of the country. So the Reserve Bank of India has to promote the economic and financial well-being of the people of the India in terms of price and financial stability. So the Reserve Bank of India has to maintain the price and financial stability. The price stability means that it has to keep the inflation in check in between 2% to 6%, that is around 4% the inflation should remain. So the RBI has the purpose, it has the mission, not purpose, it has the mission to have the price and financial stability. Then the second, this is the first, then the second mission is to promote fair and universal access to financial services. Okay, so this is the second mission, that it has to maintain the fair and universal access. Third is to promote a robust, dynamic and responsive financial intermediation infrastructure. So it has to provide the infrastructure that provides a efficient, dynamic and responsive financial intermediation. So RBI is at the top and it has to have that kind of infrastructure that makes the whole financial system very efficient. Okay, because if the RBI is not efficient, if the central bank is not efficient, the other layers will not work properly. But the RBI is quite efficient, it is very efficient, it is robust, dynamic, it is responsive, and that's why the other financial systems also work properly. The other financial intermediaries or the financial components work very well. Now coming to the values. See, we have some values. As Indians, I can say that we are quite kind and polite and everything. So that are the values that has been given to us from our parents, grandparents. So the values, everyone in our country has some values that they work on. Similarly, the organization should also work on some values. The Reserve Bank of India commits itself to the following shared values that guide the organization decisions. So like our kindness, our politeness, they guide us to take the decisions. Similarly, there are the values that an organization follows that guide the organization to take the steps. Okay, so these are the core values of the Reserve Bank of India. First of all, public interest. So the thing that is guiding the RBI is public interest. The Reserve Bank of India in actions and policies would seek to promote the public interest and common good. That is the value that the RBI follows. Second is integrity and independence. It has to maintain. It is an independent body. It is an autonomous body from the government at least. So it has to maintain that integrity and independence. Okay. Through openness, trust and accountability. It is accountable to the people because we trust Reserve Bank of India. We trust our financial system. So it has to be accountable to us. Responsiveness and innovation. The RBI is the one that brings the innovation in our country, in the payment system, in the financial system. Diversity and inclusiveness. So the bank cherishes and supports diversity and inclusiveness not only in the outer system, in the financial system, but in its organization also. So how the organization is working. The organization is working for the responsiveness and innovation, for the diversity and inclusiveness in itself also. Introspection and pursuit of excellence. So the Reserve Bank of India should have the it should be self-appraisal. It should do that how it is working good or not, what wrong steps the Reserve Bank of India has done. So it has to do the self-appraisal, introspection and professional excellence it has to achieve. So these are the values of the Reserve Bank of India as an organization. To move forward with public interest, to have the integrity and independence in the Reserve Bank of India, to have that openness, to have that accountability, to be responsive and innovative for its own self also, because the Reserve Bank of India has recently said that the AI and the ML will be adopted, and we are adopting the technology. The Daksh has been adopted. The Daksh was adopted for the Reserve Bank of India's advanced supervisory management. So it has to have innovation in itself also, and in outside also. It has to have the diversity, like all the people of our country. Anyone can give the examination of the Reserve Bank of India for the grade B. Introspection and pursuit of excellence, I have told you that to see in myself that what problems I have, how I have to move forward, how I can get the excellence. Okay, so that is also the value of the Reserve Bank of India. So now we have understood about the core purpose, we have understood about the mission, and we have understood about the values. Now these three come and make the visions. Okay, these three combine and they are the basis for the vision, okay, of the RBI. Now the visions are, again, there are 6 visions that has been given in the notification itself. So we will understand the visions in the next session, as this is already becoming a very lengthy session. So we will understand the visions in the next sessions, and there are 60 strategies that have been given for the vision. So we will understand all of this in the next session. Okay. So the question is that recently in December 2022, the Reserve Bank of India's medium-term strategy framework has been launched for the 2023-25. You have to tell the name of this medium-term strategy. Okay. Now here the 3 questions can be formed from this statement only, that the name you should know and what kind of strategy it is. It is a short-term strategy, it is a long-term strategy, it is a medium-term strategy, or it is an annual action plan. So you should know that it is a medium-term strategy, as well as you should know the time period that it is for 2023-25. Okay, hope you have understood the news article very well. It was more remembering that you have to do. Okay. So do subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our Telegram channel for the PDF.